Ones when it didn't have any.
Okay, I'd like to call this meeting of Monday, January 24th to order. Please rise for reflection and pledge allegiance. Lord, thank you for enabling us to gather here this evening to conduct the people's business. Help us to hear what is presented, to make sound choices, and to share the things that will benefit all of us here in Castle Shannon. Help us to manage and solve the various challenges that we face as a community. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please. Here.
Here.
Here. Seiler.
Here.
Here. Lisa Charlotte.
Here.
Jeremy Hunt.
Here.
You might have to take over. Here.
Here.
Ben Truber. Paul Whitmire. Jason Stanton.
I was hoping with the nice weather, we'd have a full house tonight. Nobody wanted to venture out, so I guess we'll read the public notice. The council committees met for strategic planning meeting on Monday, February 17th at 6:30 p.m. The format was a roundtable discussion. No deliberations or decisions were made. An executive session was held this evening at 6 p.m. for the purpose of collecting information or educating the agency members about an issue. I don't believe there are any revisions or additions to the agenda.
Yeah, there is one. The minute said that I opened one portion of the meeting. I think my name was just continued from the previous meeting where you were away. So it should say Ms. Kovac did this, did that, and not me. That's the only
That's
change.
additions to the agenda.
Yeah, I thought you just said that.
Uh,
Oh, sorry, we're talking.
That should be in the minute. That should be in the minutes, yeah.
I'm so sorry. Approval of minutes.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Senility sets in.
Oh, my God.
There's been no revisions or additions. We'll move into the public comment section on agenda items. If there's no comments, we'll move to close that portion and move to public presentations. We have no, or do we have?
Madam President, we don't have any presentations this evening, but I was reminded prior to the meeting started, just to remind folks here and potentially those watching from home, that all the borough meetings are recorded and that those recordings can be found on the borough's website.
Thank you. Now we need a motion to approve the minutes. If there are no additions or corrections. I believe we have a correction.
Yeah, we did. I think it had to do with old business, Lori, is what it was from the meeting of the 10th. That's the only one. Thank you.
What's the change?
I think under old business, it said, I said something and I didn't. I thought it was just carried over from the previous meeting.
Wrong agenda. It should be Ms. Kovac open the public.
Yeah.
Okay. Then with that correction, can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Administration, we have a municipal police cooperative agreement. I think it's pretty straightforward. It was reviewed by Dennis and it's just an inter-cooperational agreement between.
Everybody who's on the team DUI task force that's headed by Mount Loving. It's all the agencies that, and the solicitor wants to talk about exactly what it means. And ideally, it's just that all the entities will cooperate, collaborate, and abide by the Municipal Police Jurisdiction Act, et cetera. That's not if you want to add anything else.
That's all. It's pretty straightforward. It's something that the municipalities do all the time when they cooperate. And if I understand it right, they needed this because of grant funding. They needed to have some writing that
The
shows.
Team DUI task force is grant funded through National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And essentially, this agreement allows us to continue to work with the entities that we do work with.
Okay, is there any questions before we? If not, I'll need a motion to authorize the borough manager and chief of police to execute a municipal police cooperation agreement.
I'll make that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We have a resolution number 763, which is establishes the 2025 fee schedule. I don't think there are much change from the last year's schedule, but we're looking at short-term rentals, Airbnb type properties, right? And, that bringing them under our radar and,
Went on wall sites
I'm sorry.
and no on business sites.
So there's a business signage change in the fees, but I believe that they're all on the website and they're available with tonight's meeting, the fee schedule. So if there are no questions, I would like a motion to adopt resolution number 763, approving the fee schedule for 2025.
I'll make that motion.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Thank you all. Council committee reports, community engagement and events.
So we met with CSRC last week to begin the planning phase for Community Day's return this year. So we're going to be having several meetings over the coming weeks and months to further plan that. So additional information will be shared as it is known.
Thank you. Finance.
Yes, I received 2 check registers since the last meeting. First dated February 14th, second one dated February 21st, and I have no questions. Do you have any?
I do not have any. I didn't get the 21st one. For some
It was-
reason.
It was on,
Oh,
or maybe it just came today.
it must have been after 4 o'clock because I didn't, no questions.
Okay, if there's no questions, I'll need a motion to authorize the payment of all outstanding bills and invoices.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Thank you. HR personnel policy. I don't know if there's anything there. Planning and codes, there's still a vacancy on planning commission, so if anyone's interested, they can contact the borough manager. Public safety, police.
Yes, ma'am. You notice when you come in this morning or this evening, the flag is at half staff. My officers are wearing morning bands on their badges. It was a rough weekend for law enforcement. On Saturday morning, around 11 o'clock, Patrolman Andrew Duarte from the Westbrook Borough Police Department was killed in a altercation in the UPMC building in that community. Gunman took somebody hostage, and when the police responded, there was an exchange of gunfire. The gunman was killed, but this officer lost his life. Young guy. Very disappointing. Also, 2 officers in Virginia Beach on Saturday effected a traffic stop. The driver got out of the car, an altercation ensued there. He was armed. He shot both of these officers. They were killed. And then yesterday, that was officers Christopher Reese and Cameron Gervin. And then yesterday, Deputy Sergeant Martin Shields of the Hinds County Sheriff's Office of Mississippi responded to a domestic disturbance. We pulled up front of the house and shot and killed. Any of those scenarios could happen in any
Yeah,
community.
in any given
town in
community.
USA. So our hearts go out to those families. In May, we do Law Enforcement Memorial Week, and the mayor will have a proclamation like he always does. But these things, they hit even closer to home when they're in our closer to our community. So I feel bad for them when I bring those up. That's all I have now.
Thank you. Fire department?
Thank you, Madam President, council members. Council Chair. It's been kind of an average month for us, maybe a little slow. We've had 13 fire calls for the month of February so far, 10 of them in Shannon and 3 to our mutual aid out of town calls. Major report, there was a laundry room fire at 500 Woodridge Woodridge Drive, Chattagay apartment. The firefighters quickly got a knock on the fire. I think police were awful too in getting in and they threw an extinguisher. I've been talking to anybody that was on scene there. I was at work that day, but they did a good job. Unfortunately, smoke had traveled through all 9 floors. It happened on the below floor, the T1 level. force. So they spent the majority of the time on scene getting the venting out the smoke in the entire apartment building. So firefighters did a good job. Mount Lebanon and Dormont assisted us with that call that day. Our firefighters assisted one of our neighborhood friends in Mount Lebanon with the house fire that they had last week up on, actually on Woodridge Drive as well too. So it's kind of a busy week last week with calls for visitors. In-house fire training on Monday, February 10th. Firefighters got a refresher on CPR, certified in both CPR and first aid. Next Monday, the 17th of February, firefighters reviewed department generators on all the apparatus, either built in on the apparatus or the ones that we have that are mobile. They also reviewed lighting and fire salvage and overhaul techniques. So it was a good evening on both of those evenings. So outside training, one firefighter attended a 6-hour hazmat ops course. Another firefighter attended an 8-hour MERRT hazmat course. 5 members have started Mod 2, the 4 modules of essentials of firefighting. So they're coming along. Hopefully by the end of this year, we'll have 2 new interior guys. 3 of them, the other 3 are junior firefighters. After they turn 18, they can take their final burn and they can become interior firefighters. So there's 2 that are 17. By the time they will finish this program, they'll be turning 18. So hopefully early next year, they'll be interior firefighters with us. Miscellaneous items. We have no special events coming up for February, so nothing was planned. Unfortunately, we didn't get any new members in for the month of February. Some of the truck committee went up and reviewed the new engine that we'll be bringing in last Thursday and Friday. They met with Sopin. The engine's coming along quite nice. It's ringing. It's probably got another 2 to 3 weeks before we go back for the final inspection and can take it home. So from there, we'll go down the street to Springfield, Ohio. So from Dublin to Springfield and over to FMI, where they'll do some work for the compartmentalization of the apparatus. So hopefully by the end of March, next month, we'll be housing a new engine in our facility. So other than that, I appreciate everything you guys do for us, and thank you for allowing me to speak tonight.
Feel ironic that you're going through Dublin.
That's when we signed the contract, going Dublin to Castle Shannon.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
that'll be a good try.
Thank you. Public Works,
I got a,
No, sorry.
oh, I'm sorry.
Joe, did you have something for the fire department or no?
No, I have something for Public Works. I noticed, whenever Bill's done. Okay. I noticed it was a new supplier for, I guess, fixing potholes. Normally you guys use that guy over in Bridgeville, can't think of the name of it. And I can't think of the name of the company that Bob must have bought from. Any reason for that, or is he just gonna move around and get it from different places, or?
Nothing was shared with me of
Okay.
any changes.
And again, it's one of those, I don't remember the dollar amount. It was probably less than $100. We're just wondering, did maybe that plant shut down, or we don't know.
I can investigate.
It'd be
and-
cold
and
patch, maybe.
report back.
Yeah, that's what it was, cold patch.
I guess with
I couldn't
whoever
think- I
has the
couldn't think of the word
availability. Okay, you know,
Sorry, Bill. No, I spoke with Bob this evening. He said everything's going well with the department, but nothing major to.
yeah, and again, we get kudos for the condition of our roads in the winter. I have a lot of people that use my business that come from other communities around here, and first thing they say is, we know as soon as we hit Castle Shannon, we're gonna have a clean road, so we're not worried about driving to the beauty salon. Yes. Thank you, Public Works. Board reports, Allegheny County Burgers Association, we were our quarterly meeting March 6th. Civil service. Nothing. Economic development. Nothing.
Nothing for that. I do have the CSRC meeting I attended on the 12th of February. They are working on a few things. They're replacing some banners that have been worn quite a bit, so they're going to take care of that. They will start meeting in June to plan 2025's Winter Wonderland, which is scheduled for December 6th. They're working on creating a resident-friendly website visitors guide to highlight a lot of the businesses and areas within Castle Shannon and their downtown property as well. They're looking at the cost of a mural, although they haven't quite identified the area where they want to put that mural at, or what the cost would be, or who would do it rather. So we're looking into that. Stream cleanup is set for April, and per Jeremy, Community Day is set for May 31st at this point, and CSRC will be involved with that as well.
Thank you.
Next meeting, March 12th, 7 PM.
Anybody have any questions for Dave? Thank you. Library?
Our upcoming library trustees board meeting will be March 6th. I repeat every time here, but please go ahead and check out the library website and sign up for the weekly newsletter. Tonight was a great author was there. It was I really wanted to go to. It was the City Steps of Pittsburgh. There's over 700 steps in Pittsburgh, and the author was there, and their book was for sale for signing. So I might end up trying to get out of here early and get to it, but I haven't registered yet. So, but there's another author this Thursday. There's bingo throughout the month. There's chair yoga, a lot of fun events going on for the library. So go ahead and check that out. And we also have a lot going on at our trustee board meetings. The trustees are trying to align more with the community and having community engagement. So we'd love to see people at our board meetings as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Medical Rescue Team South?
Yeah, our next meeting is day after tomorrow, Wednesday, February 26th, and it's at 7 PM at Martza.
Okay, Shaycog?
I attended a meeting on the 20th. Their presenter was a gentleman from the company of Cybex for cybersecurity partnership with NWN Carousel Company, an IT company out of Boston. And their most important point they made was they're in the business to protect data, whether it be computer, IT, protection, printers, cameras, door locks, anything like that. They track it. They keep track of it, and they let the person that purchases the service know if anything is off track or out of line with them. They keep inventory of everything, and they are offering, I'll pass this information along to the manager, but they're offering a free overall risk assessment and making recommendations with anything that may or may not be protected within the borough municipality. The next meeting is March 20th, 7:30 at Dormont Borough.
Thank you. Allegheny County Southwest Tax Collection Committee. Borough Manager, if you'd like to speak to that since you're part of that committee.
Thank you, Madam President. The meeting that was scheduled for March 6th has been rescheduled for April 3rd. There's a subcommittee memo that was distributed to council, making a recommendation for some work that the subcommittee is doing. And just as to mention to the public, that will be an agenda item for council at their next meeting. And that's all I have to report.
Okay, thank you. Mayor's report?
Nothing to report, Madam President.
Wow.
Whoa, thank you. Manager's report. Manager's report.
Madam President, I am thrilled to announce to council and to the public that the borough was awarded a $225,000 multimodal grant. I was called by Senator Piscatano's office today and was told that a press release will be going out making those announcements, and that those funds are for the project, the Smith Road pedestrian bridge project. So I've been in communication with Lennon Smith to discuss what our next steps will be. And we can certainly update council as we move forward with that project. And once we get the award.
Thank you. That's good news. Solicitors report. Nothing. Real estate tax collector.
Yes, the bills went out on Friday. A couple of stragglers over the weekend. I want to thank Bob Osmond for picking the 3 bins up and taking them to the post office like he does every year. I'm just not able to. So we'll start collecting the next week.
Thank you. And the public comment.
I just got my bill,
Oh,
so it's working.
yeah, I did too.
Thank you, Bob.
Public comment, non-agenda items. Nobody has anything to tell you. Old business? I could set a record here. New business? Guess motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Hi,
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all.
Jason Malone.